Hey guys, my name is Jonah Bowdle, and today I'm going to be doing an update video on most of the tanks in my room. And the reason that over there isn't a terrarium like I had said I was going to do is because I have a few other projects that I'm working on right now. After that, I'll set that up as a terrarium, and then I think I'm just gonna always have that area of my room by the gecko's cage because it has a light over it, always kind of evolving because I don't. Just to have more content, you know what I mean? So I'll do a terrarium, and then I'll switch it up to something else, and then I'll switch it up to something else. Not with different animals, just with like plants and stuff. So now I'm going to be doing water changes on the fish tanks. So I'm just doing the normal weekly water change on the two 55-gallon aquariums. Soon I'll probably go back to doing every 2 weeks with this tank because I'll be like cutting the stocking in half, because I'll be moving half of it to a different 55-gallon. Then this is my tannin-filled 55-gallon tropical tank, which has been doing really well, and I'm glad to do a water change on it because I like I like the idea of tannins, but I don't like it so dark that I can't really see. The beta has been doing really well. All his fins have grown back like perfectly now that we moved that Siamese algae eater out. And the Plecostomus has also been doing quite well, and the two mollies, which were originally saltwater. Now, the Plecostomus, I've noticed, is actually really interesting. Soon there'll be some shots here coming up with the Plecostomus. Again, here's the beta, it looks really good. These are the Cory Cats, they've been doing great. They love all the space and the new rocks that are way smoother in texture than the old rocks, which is one of the big changes from this tank versus the last. As you can see, he actually has a deformity in his tail type thing. From his cloaca down, his tail is bent. You can see it in that shot there, which I thought was really interesting. His name is actually Algae. I thought that was a pretty good name. Then this is the Siamese algae eater that I moved to this tank. It looks like a balloon now. It is so full of all the algae. These are the turtles, the red-eared sliders, then the painted turtle right there, Lola. And one of the red-eared sliders, if not both, will be going to the school. There was the old algae eater, the older algae eater there, the Siamese algae eater. Then I'm just filling up the tank. I wanted to talk a little bit about this new basking area. The old one had bark that had actually come off, and the gnats around my room, because I have terrariums, were actually laying like larvae under it, and it was really disgusting. So I put this piece of wood in, which is what I wanted to use originally, and it's way better. The turtles really like just to be able to really easily get up on it. It works so much better. Then again, this is the other 55-gallon above it. I'm just scrubbing it down, making sure it's all good. And again, it's been doing really well, and as you can see, it's clearing up a lot now that I'm doing a water change, and eventually it'll kind of run out of tannins. The rest of the video is basically going to be about all the growth my plants have had. This cutting hasn't grown any, but I'm sure it will. And then this one has grown, and it'll be growing onto the wood. Both of them will. I'd try to show you, but I just filled up the tank, and as you can see, there's bubbles everywhere, and it's really hard to show you. But you can kind of see like a white line under it down there. Then over here let me move my stool. Over here in the filter, I added some peace lilies. Just some, like, not quite cuttings, I don't know, just pieces off of my other peace lily. And then these four pieces of pothos plants are doing really, really well. As you can see, they're all getting leaves, and soon will be growing really well. I don't think this one has gotten any roots yet, this cutting. Let's see. Oh, it definitely has started to grow, as you can see there. There's two white parts on its roots, and all the plants don't seem to be getting any worse, so they all seem to be doing really well in the filter. Then I know there's not a lot of light on this aquarium, but I thought I'd show it, well, terrarium. I just wanted to show this really cool thing that I've kind of noticed is that, like, the pothos plants have really spread like a crazy amount in this tank. But it's just been really cool to be able to see it from this perspective, like from the top as well. I have some other good news when it comes to plants. This spider plant sent out a new more leaves. As you can see, like the front 3 leaves, those 3 right there, are a lot lighter colored. Those are new, so that means it's probably doing well. And then let's see what else. I wrapped this, I don't know if I showed you guys. I wrapped this fine around here, and it seems to be doing pretty well. And as you can see, the avocado tree got too big, so I put it over there, and it's still growing, and it's gonna get huge leaves soon. But it's gonna be bent, which is kind of cool, kind of like a bonsai. And then, yeah, the plants just generally seem to be doing well, and way better after I got the light on top rather than the side. Like, as you can see, the peace lily up there is doing way better, because that just kind of makes sense, because before the light was here and now it's right there beside it, so that's really cool. And I'm still continuously spraying down, as you can see from the water stains. And then there's like a new shoot of pothos coming right there, as you can see, and this is getting more leaves. Pothos is constantly growing. Then down here, the spider plants. Oh, hi Charlie. I didn't realize he was right there. Spider plants both died. That was pretty annoying, but everything else seems to be doing all right. All the bamboo plants seem to be doing well. The front of this aloe vera is doing bad, but I'm pretty sure that's just because that's where the iguana walks, and it just kind of messes with the front right here. But everything in the back seems to be doing well, which makes me not worry about it, because I really don't want this plant to die. Like, I'll take it out if I really have to. But this terrarium seems to be doing well, except that he's digging and getting... Literally, I cleaned this like last night. I spent like an hour cleaning all the dirt from the front. There was it's completely white. I come home today, or no, I wake up, no, not last night, the night before. I came home and this is what it was like last night, so that's pretty annoying. Such a good lizard. So cool. And then the gecko is right back there. If you didn't see him, he's shedding. And just spray him down. He's back there. Also, here are my beetles, by the way, the 3 darkling beetles. They've been in here, just some type of container that I drill holes in the top of. There's one right there. They've completely turned black at this point, and I've been changing out their food, just giving them lettuce and carrots and stuff like that. There's 3 of them in here, and I've seen them try to mate, so hopefully we will be getting mealworms from them, which I would probably just raise to become more beetles. Now, darkling beetles, breeding them, I've never really successfully bred them to feed them off. I kind of lost most of them when I bred them, to be honest, and it took a long time before they would breed, so it's not very efficient, at least it hasn't been for me. This is actually them trying to breed. Real quick, I'm going to talk about these. I think they've been growing. I can't really tell, to be honest. Like, they look taller to me, but maybe I'm wrong. But their roots definitely have been, which is what I wanted before I was going to plant them. As you can see, all those white parts, the type of white, more straight parts in there are all new roots, which is really good. So that is very exciting for me, and I will probably be planting these into various aquariums pretty soon, maybe even put some in my fish tank filter. So they're pretty cool. Again, they're related to snake plants, so which are these 2 yellow and green plants right here. So pretty cool plants. I quite like. Guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like it down below. If you have any comments or concerns, put in the comments below. And if you want more content, then subscribe. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video.